Hey, it's Cassie from Curry Honda in Chicopee. You're listening to the Bax and Nagle podcast on Rock 102. Come see us at Curry Honda for the best selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Experience the best at Curry Honda. Thanks for listening.
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 5:53 and Joan Jett with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It's going to be a mix of sun and clouds today after the candy shell melts. It's gross out there. It's high of 50 tomorrow. More rain and more snow because that's exactly what we need. And a high of 42. It's 31 right now in downtown Springfield.
Hollywood Trash is brought to you by Western Mass Masons. Call them for all your foundation and chimney needs.
Somehow you still care about what's happening in Hollywood. So from Tinseltown, 3,000 miles away, it's Steve Nagle's Hollywood Trash.
A deckhand on the reality TV show Deadliest Catch died after falling overboard while working in the Bering Sea. The 25-year-old Todd Meadows was in his first year on the show and was quickly embraced as family by the crew. Efforts to resuscitate him were unsuccessful, and his body was brought to Dutch Harbor. The Coast Guard is investigating the incident, and an online fundraiser has been set up to assist his family with funeral costs and other expenses. Meadows' death is the latest tragedy for the show, which has seen several cast members pass away over the years. Yeah, they call it the deadliest catch. It's one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. Is out there fishing and.
Would a reboot that says, like, the safest catch?
No, nobody would watch that show.
Are you sure?
What, you going to have a guy sitting on the edge of a pond fishing all day long?
I've seen worse.
Drinking.
And I've seen stuff that was safer.
That is really just going out there to drink his six-pack in peace without his nagging wife and his gaggle of children that he's got at home.
Listen, if it saves one life, then maybe the reboot is worth it.
That actually wouldn't be a bad premise for a show.
Guys fishing just to
get away from their horrible families.
Right. To get away from the abuse and the hen pecking.
That kid, he came home today. He's just screaming and yelling all day long. I'm like, I'm going out on the pond with a six-pack of Natty Daddies, and I'm going to just escape from the world.
He winds up coming back with a box full of fish sticks.
Yeah. Let's see. Taylor Swift. Selena Gomez recently revealed on a podcast that she was the inspiration behind Taylor Swift's song Dorothea. The singer-actress shared that the song captures their friendship and the defining moments they experienced together. Selena also mentioned that Taylor wrote another song about her called Family over a decade ago. The lyrics of the songs reflect their ambitions and life experiences with both artists and now engaged to their partners. The revelation highlights the deep bond and shared journey of longtime friends.
I could very easily have gotten to the entire year without needing to know that.
Well, now you know.
Well,
now you know that she wrote some songs about her.
There's a trivia question I'll hold in the back pocket for years.
Which is weird because Taylor usually writes songs about people she broke up with.
And yet she's still friends.
She's still friends with Selena Gomez, so who knew? Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show has set a new global viewership record with 4.157 billion views in the first 24 hours across various platforms. The performance, which featured Bad Bunny performing almost entirely in Spanish, paid tribute to Puerto Rico and the Latin community. The show also included appearances by Ricky Martin and Lady Gaga, with celebrities like Cardi B and Karol G joining in. But Bad Bunny's social media impact was significant, with his performance generating the NFL's top 3 most viewed social media posts.
So much for being the worst thing ever, huh?
Well, it was. It was horrible. I didn't understand a word of it.
But those that did understand a word of it really, really liked it a lot.
The rapper's performance was praised by fellow artists like Gloria Estefan, who, well, what does she know about Latin music?
A lot.
Really?
Yes.
Who acknowledged the nerve-wracking experience of performing on such a global stage. Well, there you go. He's a winner. Singer and former Disney star Demi Lovato opened up about the challenges of growing up in the Disney spotlight, including comparisons with peers Miley Cyrus and Selena Gomez. Lovato credited her mother for teaching her to focus on her own journey and not see life as a competition. That's why she immediately got her into child acting.
It's the healthiest vocation for any young child.
Life's not a competition, but here, get as famous as you can on a TV show so I can live comfortably.
I mean, I'm sure as a kid you don't mind all the danger you're facing.
No, with what's his name, Dan? Who was the guy from Nickelodeon?
Yeah, that guy.
The whole
he
thing.
seemed safe.
Well, he was safe up until the audition.
Up until he got involved in your career.
She emphasized the importance of supporting others and highlighted her enduring friendship with Selena Gomez. Everybody wants to be friends with Selena Gomez.
You know what? It's at the point now where I'm starting to be a little curious what it would be like to be a friend of Selena Gomez.
Well, is it one of those friends that like you become friends with that you can just walk into their house and not even knock when you go over?
Well, I don't want to just assume that, but I would tell everybody, hey, you'll never guess who I'm friends with now.
Selena Gomez.
How'd you hear?
Because I read it in this horrible prep sheet that we have.
Was it because of the song I wrote about her or two?
It could be. It could. Maybe she's writing a song about you.
Now that I'd like to see.
Pop star Pink is filling in for Kelly Clarkson. We talked about this yesterday as host of the Kelly Clarkson Show for a special week of episodes celebrating Women's History Month. Pink will host from Monday, March 2nd, with guests including Darren Criss, Courtney Cox, Neve Campbell, Chloe Kim, and Allison Williams. The singer expressed excitement about the host. She's only going to be doing it for a couple of weeks.
So it's not the permanent thing that everybody was talking about.
Clarkson assured fans that this is not goodbye and she will continue making music and appearing on The Voice. But I don't know who's going to host the show or what they're going to do with the show.
Or is it possible they just stopped producing the show? Maybe put together a new show that has nothing to do with Kelly Clarkson whatsoever. Even if it can remove her name from the title of the show.
But how do you keep all the people that were fans of the show continuing to watch the show?
Well, maybe Kelly Clarkson should have thought about that.
Maybe she should have became friends with Selena Gomez.
That would do
their way.
I'll tell you what, if Selena Gomez got her own show,
yeah,
I'd watch that.
Hell yeah.
She's practically my best friend.
Well, I saw you guys hanging out at the fort together last week. You and all your good time buddies.
That's right.
Yeah, she was doing the big boot, Das Boot.
I was telling her how to. Yeah, I was showing her how to drink from the boot.
Yeah, and she didn't get the air bubble in there. She did it right. That would be kind of cool to have Selena Gomez doing the boot at the Student Prince.
As long as she's not there to tap the keg.
Do they have one of those at the Munich house too?
Pretty sure they do.
Yeah,
you could order by the boot.
Well, maybe it's something we should look into. Maybe that should be our next contest.
I love it.
You know?
The boot drinking competition.
Kim Kardashian is vying for a private meeting with the Pope.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I'm sure she must have had something to say.
Oh my God, the last time I paid respects to someone that holy, Ray J anointed me with the oil of gladness right between my cheeks like a sacral smush session. That sex tape you can purchase on YouPorn for $39.95. You ever have a sacral smush session?
No, not during the holy season of Lent. Caitlin?
Well, I never got that done and dirty with your mother, Chris Kim, but one time I performed the Stations of the Cross on her meat monastery using nothing but a bottle of Chianti and a hand puppet. I explored that sin tunnel like a Vatican tour guide on Molly.
What are you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is I rang that cathedral bell until it sounded like Ave Maria on a slip and slide. That's right, Papa Caitlin's packing the incense, Thurible. Swings low, it smokes, and it always makes the altar boys nervous.
I bet it would.
And that is your Hollywood trash on Rock 102.
Meets style.
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, Winter Storm headquarters before and after the storm.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Folks, let's face it. Steroids and performance-enhancing drugs are terrific. Are you kidding me? Those things are wonderful. If you're looking to do things like run faster, lift heavier stuff, heal from injuries quicker, decrease sperm production, grow excessive breast tissue, launch into fits of rage, and reduce the size of your testicles. Of course, there's some negatives, too. For example, steroids and other PEDs also happen to be against the law and a violation of nearly every sport in the industrialized free world. This includes, but not limited to, the United States of America. Sadly, not every hormone-popping professional athlete is aware of this, and so when a young, muscly-headed young fella musters up a spectacular failure of a urine test, it still makes headlines. Fail it a second time, and people start asking questions. For example, yesterday, Major League Baseball suspended Atlanta Braves designated hitter Jurickson Profar after failing a urine test for the second time in 2 years. Last year, Jurickson tested positive for human chorionic gonadotropin, which is a hormone usually given to women during pregnancy. It also happens to promote the production of testosterone. For that, Profar was suspended for 80 games. This time, he tested positive for synthetic testosterone again, and as a result, they suspended him again as well. Only this time for 162 games. Folks, there are only 162 baseball games scheduled this season for the Atlanta Braves, and Jurickson Profar is about to miss all of them. He'll also be missing his entire $15 million contract. Now, I can maybe understand getting your hand caught in the synthetic hormone cookie jar once, but to get caught the following year at the risk of destroying your career, that's not only stupid, it shows he just doesn't know how to fake a urine test properly. And that might be the most egregious miscalculation of them all. Now everyone's going to know about it, and you're $15 million in the hole with nothing to show for it but a pair of shrunken testicles and a big set of man boobs. And everyone's going to know about that, too. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. Get a grill. Go to Rocky's. All the grills, all the grilling gear, plus free delivery and assembly for grills over $400 and up. You don't want to wrestle into your back patio with all that extra work in front of you. Rocky's delivers your grill and sets it up for you. Good people, rock solid service at every Rocky's Ace Hardware location. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch.
Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock.
Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock. It's 6:14 and Aerosmith with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It is going to be, let me see here, because I had the weather for it. It's going to be eventually partly cloudy with a high of 50 today, although it's pretty nasty outside right now. It's like a candy-coated shell over your cars, and the commute is pretty sloppy.
My driveway, admittedly, is not as clear as it probably should be.
Yeah.
So today I did like a Eric Heiden type of speed skating to the car, opened up the frozen door, grabbed that snow broom that I got, and tried to crack the ice.
Did you break the snow broom?
No, I tell you what, for a minute there I was a little worried, but I had started the car thinking, well, if I warm it up, it won't be so bad. Dude, that thing was like a big chunk of ice, and the parking lot over here was literally like an Olympic skating rink.
Wonder what it's like at the new place.
Well, I believe they have facilities maintenance management. Top men. Mm-hmm. So when things break or fail, they got a guy.
Well, I hope their guy can melt all this stuff, because it's pretty gross outside this morning. So just be careful as you're driving. The highway seems to be okay. It's the roads leading up to the highway.
Yeah.
Like, I come like Route 202 and over the mountain and all that stuff, and it was pretty nasty. So.
But as a guy who has taken a couple of falls, you're not necessarily on the road. I mean, you got to watch out for your stairways, your front step, your sidewalks.
Listen, man, I hit my head the other day again on the bulkhead of the shed.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, ooh.
I know. It's
Ow.
pretty nasty. I don't know. It's just part of my life. I just I don't know how I keep surviving. But
are you at the point where you need to just like install guardrails around the house?
I need to wear a helmet, I think that would be
like a hockey helmet, or some more military grade.
Yeah, one of those like old moped helmets, the ones that don't have the face mask on them, just like like Dumb and Dumber moped helmets. Yeah, those. I think I could do those.
I think you're at the point now, since this seems to be a regular occurrence for you, that when it comes to ice, you need like protective gear.
I've fallen off a step stool trying to clean stuff. That'll teach my lesson to me to clean again.
See, I'm at the age now where I'm beginning to work my way up to a fall risk.
Yeah.
You're a fall risk before the age of 45.
I'm one of those people who will not get up on ladders. I let somebody else do that.
Yeah.
If I need a bulb changed, I hire a guy to come over and change the bulb, like on the floodlight, on the 2-story floodlight.
My wife won't let me climb a ladder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm gonna hold on to that princess forever.
I agree with her.
I do too.
Yeah. She's looking out for you. She knows
she's a lot more
feeble.
she's a lot more athletic than I am, so she can climb a ladder without a problem. She's got eye-hand coordination, good muscle recall. I don't have any of that.
Paul Malls without the filters on them.
She doesn't care. She's like
throws them up in her sleeve,
throws caution to the wind.
Right.
But when it comes to me, I think she assumes that because I may not be a fleet of foot or necessarily coordinated athletically in the way most people would think I would be, that she says, no ladder for you. And I'm good with that. I thought that was a good call on her part.
Yeah, it was a very good call.
I need protection.
You do need protection.
That's why, but yet, even in a situation like today, where it was, so if you've ever been to the parking lot, I don't know if you realize this, the parking lot has a slight pitch up towards the building. So it kind of pitches down as you're walking back towards your car. But when ice is all over the place, you're literally trying to climb an ice hill. And it's hard to navigate your way through.
You were on vacation back in December. It was like the last week of December,
right? And
we had this it was one of those. There was no snow, but it was ice. It was like just a coating of ice,
right?
And I couldn't. It took me literally 15 minutes to get into the building because every time I moved, your body was gonna fall. That's how bad it was out there.
It's kind of like trying to walk up a down escalator.
Oh, speaking of which, thank you for bringing up escalators.
Oh, I saw the video you did.
Well, somebody sent me the video. Well, I did a few videos now. First, it was the Museum of Broken Escalators. Then it was actual, like a history of oh my God, I can't believe these things are actually working.
Yeah.
And then there was another one of me riding an escalator with wing beneath my wings behind me. It was oh my God, can you believe these things are actually working? Those videos went viral to the point where Holyoke Mall actually responded to me last week on Friday.
Really?
And it said, you seem to have us on your mind a lot lately. Now, I'd like to put out a message to Pyramid Group. Embrace this. This is a chance. When everybody's complaining about potholes and escalators being broken, embrace your abnormalities. Start putting a sign at the bottom. Anytime an escalator is out, you get one of them signs, you move over, and like, hey, take a selfie with the broken escalator. It would actually be a pretty good marketing scheme to get people to go there to take the pictures of themselves at the. I'm giving this advice for free.
People would go to the mall just to take that selfie.
Absolutely, and then once you're there, then you can go shopping and buy stuff at the stores in there.
Well, their response to you by saying, you obviously have us on your mind.
Yeah,
that's not a rebuke. That's not them saying, we're about to file a cease and desist order against you. That's just saying, hey, why us?
Well, because
why picking on us?
You can't file a cease and desist on something that is known to be true. It is a true fact that those escalators don't work most of the time. And it's probably because I talked to the Otis guy, the guy who does the Otis repairs.
Right.
They're 50 years old. It's not like a brand new escalator that has been built, and these things have to constantly keep getting repaired.
And there's probably not an escalator repair shop in the area where you can just call a guy and he's over there.
But I'm telling you want to get the kids involved again? Start doing social media videos of the broken escalator yourselves and make that part of who you are. Because if it's not going to be fixed, and if it's not going to be they're all not going to be in working order at any given one time, make a marketing opportunity out of it. Get the sign and have a little hole in the middle of the thing. Hey, I took a selfie with the broken escalator
at the Holyoke
Mall. I'm telling you.
At least, some sort of humorous acknowledgement is probably all they really need. And they may not get their escalators fixed, but if it's a way of getting people in the door of the mall, then it's totally worth it.
Well, listen, I mean, obviously there's costly repairs to be done, and putting in a new escalator probably is ridiculously expensive, especially with all the parts and the prices of everything. So why not just say, hey, this is what we got. We can't do much about it, but why don't we make it fun, and you can come and take a picture with us.
Apparently, an escalator can cost as much as $40,000 to $50,000 for a home escalator. Commercial escalator is going to cost you a hell of a lot more. They can range up to $200,000 to $500,000 a piece. Now, I would think Holyoke Mall is going to have to pay top dollar for an escalator of that size.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, so I mean, let's embrace the fact that you're not going to spend $500,000 for a new escalator.
That's right. Yeah.
Everyone will understand that.
Actually, you can make a GoFundMe out of it. You can, hey, listen, you come take a selfie, it costs you $1.
Yeah.
You get 500,000 people in there taking a selfie, you got $500,000 for your new escalator. Boom. See? I'm solving all kinds of problems all over Western Mass.
It's just about 6:24 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. It's 6:26 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Liam will have the full forecast for you.
The Guess Who is coming to Mohegan Sun. The Guess Who?
Who?
The Guess Who?
Who?
I just told you.
The who?
The Guess Who?
Yeah, well, who's on second?
They're coming to the Mohegan Sun Arena on July 16th. The Rock 102 wants to send you to the show. Pat Kelly will have tickets for you all week long. To find out more details, go to rock102.com/concerts. It's from Rock 102 Springfield's Classic Rock.
Yeah, I think the Holyoke Mall needs to take some lessons from the Steve Nagle College of Marketing Knowledge.
You know, I think sometimes corporations don't want to take the risk of doing something that's going to put them in a bad light. But I also think that there are times when if you do it in a self-effacing way, you actually benefit yourself rather than harm yourself.
Especially since it's the only running mall really in the area. I mean, you go up to Hadley and there's really not much in there. There's, the big box stores and the go-kart place and the arcade, but then there's no more really stores in there. Whereas the Holyoke Mall still has, what is it? Hollister and
Macy's is still there.
American Eagle, all those little stores in there, and you could make this part of your. Hey, you know what? We know what's going on.
Listen, I know they put the pickleball court in the mall now, and that's all very well and good, and everyone's really crazy about the pickleball. But I tell you what, you give people an opportunity to take selfies.
Yeah.
With a broken down piece of machinery.
Yeah, you don't even have to get anybody on it. You block it off like you normally do, and then you put the little sign up there going, hey, take a selfie with the famous broken escalator, and that sign moves to whichever escalator isn't working that day.
Sometimes I think these marketing people just aren't seeing the broad picture.
You know what? I'm going to reach out to them, and I'm going to give them that idea.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they're listening right now.
I don't even know if they listen to the show at all.
But, I think maybe they should seize the day on that whole thing.
I think you're bringing up an excellent point, Steve.
You ready to laugh?
Yes, I am.
All right, let's laugh.
It's Bax and Nagle's Joke of the Day.
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you.
On Rock 102.
I make you laugh.
Springfield's Classic Rock.
So a guy walks into a bar, and he's all kind of disheveled and everything, and he sits down. He's like, I'll take a shot. And the bartender goes, yeah, man, you look pretty rough. What happened to you? And he goes, well, I just got back from Kuwait where I was offered 40 camels for my wife. And the guy goes, really? He goes, yeah, I usually smoke Marlboros, but, a deal is a deal. Cigarettes! Not like the animal. What do you think I was trying to
I don't know.
get?
It's awful good.
Bax
32 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. It's time for news brought to you by Freedom Credit Union. Freedom is yours. Here's local radio icon Steve Nagle.
Thanks, Bax. We have a winter weather advisory that's still going on right now, and it should be over in a few hours, but it's pretty nasty out there. Freezing rain is causing delays here in western Massachusetts. The list of schools and businesses that are closed or delays will be listed on 22 News' website, but is this even necessary anymore? I mean, I got the call at 4:30 this morning from the school saying we're going to have a 2-hour delay.
4:30.
It was something like that.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
The thing that's crazy about this is, so here we got all this ice and it's all slippery and nasty and stuff, but it's going to be 48 degrees later on today.
Yeah.
Nearly 50. I mean, it's going to be a weird friggin' day. It's the kind of day that gives everybody a big head cold.
But it's the slush. It's so nasty. Like there's no drainage for it to go anywhere because most of the storm drains are covered. So now when you get all this water on top of all this ice, It's just going to be like this for probably another week. It's going to be 70 though next week. That'll be fun. That'll be a good melt-off day.
But it's also going to be a mud pit by that point.
A Holyoke man faces drug and weapons charges after allegedly trespassing on private property Monday morning. Holyoke Police Chief Brian Keenan stated that at approximately 11 a.m. on Monday, a sergeant was conducting an unrelated well-being check in the area of Clemente Street and Cabot Street when he saw a suspect who appeared to be trespassing on private property. Police approached the suspect, later identified as 31-year-old Josu Ortiz of Holyoke, who began running away. Officers located drug paraphernalia in the area where Ortiz had been loitering. How do you run in the ice like this?
Well, I don't think you run in a situation like this. You'll break your neck doing it that way.
The officers engaged in a foot pursuit and were able to catch Ortiz on Southeast Street. Ortiz continued resisting arrest, and additional officers arriving in the area helped take him into custody. As Ortiz was escorted to a police cruiser, he kicked an officer. That's usually frowned upon, to kick the police
Isn't that
officer.
worthy of an additional charge?
Yeah, I believe so. Police found blood. Police found a blood-filled needle in Ortiz's hand upon his detainment.
I'm sure there's a perfectly logical explanation for that.
Well, maybe he just got done donating blood, or maybe he was drawing his own blood to donate it to the Red Cross.
Well, it's a kind of a DIY type of approach.
Following a search, officers also seized 115 bags of suspected heroin and fentanyl, approximately 30 vials of suspected crack cocaine, and 2 large knives. Ortiz is charged with a slew of charges, and Keenan said that Ortiz was found to have prior convictions for distribution and possession.
God, can you imagine a foot chase on a day like on a morning like today? Like you're trying to run away, and
Yeah.
you're barely going anywhere because you're slipping on the ice, and the cops are like 10 feet away from you. They're trying to run after you. You're probably doing like an inch per every 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's nasty.
And you're just running. You're risking groin pulls. You break your coccyx that way.
Yeah,
These are dangerous times.
Homeowners.
Homeowners is what?
What? Oh, you got me.
Gotcha again.
Homeowners are urged to take preventative measures against ice dams following recent winter storms to avoid significant property damage. Well, this is a hard-hitting news story. Experts warn that failing to address snow and ice buildup on roofs can lead to structural issues and expensive repairs. Ice dams are common during this time of year and can specifically damage gutters, ceilings, and insulation. Preventative maintenance includes clearing out snow of gutters and safely removing icicles whenever possible. Yeah, if you want to get up on a ladder and try to do that, but I'm not doing that.
Do you have a roof rake?
I do have a roof rake. However, the 2-story portion to my house, there's no way I'm getting up there and doing that. Here's the issue that I have. I have solar panels on my roof.
Yeah.
And the problem with that is once it like melts all at once, and it hasn't fallen yet. I can see it. So I have to tell everybody, don't go on the deck because it's going to come crashing down, and usually it does come crashing down.
Roof rakes are a really good idea.
Yeah.
If you don't have one, you should really get one. And the reason I'm saying this is people need to keep in mind that we come from the land of the ice and snow, from the midnight sun where the hot springs blow.
That sounds like a Led Zeppelin song.
No, I'm just telling you where, geographically what we're facing.
It still sounds like Robert Plant said that.
Well, I mean, it's true. How soft your field so green can whisper tales of gore. Think about that for a minute.
Oh, yeah. Beyond physical maintenance, homeowners.
Homeowners is what?
What? You got me
Gotcha again.
Are encouraged to consult with local contractors or their insurance providers for guidance on winter weather protection. These professionals can provide education on specific risks associated with different types of roofing and insulation. It still has an insurer have to deal with the claims process. Having a leak in your roof, you were trying to teach you and educate you how to prevent this in the first place.
How come you sound like Roz from Monsters, Inc.?
I don't know. This is Jack Dowd, vice president of the Dowd Agencies.
Oh, yeah. Well.
Yeah. He added that effective prevention includes roof raking, like you said, cleaning and manual removal of ice buildup. Yeah. Again, you hire somebody to do that. Don't try to attempt that yourself if you're not. If
What,
you're like
roof
me.
raking or just getting up on the roof? That's a mistake.
Well, roof raking. If you have I can reach the garage
Right.
from standing level, But anything that requires me to get up on a ladder, no, not going to happen.
You can get a roof rake with an extension
Yeah.
on it. So, like, if you have a higher roof, if you're doing it right, and I'm not saying it's easy because the leverage you have of a 30-foot roof rake as opposed to a 50-foot roof rake is a little bit different to handle. But if you can do it, then that's a great way to save yourself some money fixing your house.
As long as you're taking off the pressure of the, you only need to go like a foot in. You don't need to go that.
Yeah, you don't have to go.
in.
Yeah, you don't have to go all the way up.
Have you ever bought beef from a supermarket?
Beef?
Yeah.
No, of course not.
You may be owed money if you did.
Then of course I have.
An antitrust class action lawsuit was filed against several beef processors, alleging that they entered a market allocation agreement to increase their margins and price consumers paid for beef. The lawsuit was filed against JBS USA Food Company, Swift Beef Company, Tyson Foods, Cargill Meat, Tyson Fresh Meats, etc., etc. Cargill and Tyson agreed to pay a total of $87.5 million in settlements to resolve the claims. Consumers who purchased any of those beef products for personal consumption between August 1st of 2014 and December 31st of 2019 in the following states will be eligible for payment: Maine, Michigan, Minnesota, Massachusetts, Florida, Illinois, Iowa, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, Rhode Island, South Dakota, Tennessee, Utah, West Virginia, and Wisconsin.
The problem is with this?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, most people, apart from, vegans and vegetarians, buy beef. And if that amount of money is being set aside for a class action lawsuit, the amount of money you're going to win in a class action settlement isn't enough to buy a single pound of beef.
Well, but it's there's a whole slew of people out there that go and do these claims, like because a lot of them you don't even need to prove that you bought anything,
right?
But the check is only like $10.
But
like, if you add those up, if you did 100 different one of those, you'd have $1,000.
Yeah, it doesn't really work like that. Sometimes there are very specific rules where there's like one check cut per family or per household.
Yeah.
And then, what are you going to do? Like $10 for a family of 4.
Hey, listen, man, I got a check for $5.87 from Aetna Insurance for releasing my information. Their information was compromised. That and a 2-year subscription to LifeLock.
Aetna, I'm glad I met you.
Which LifeLock was also hacked themselves. You remember the guy
the guy used to give his social security number out?
Yeah, he was like, it's so safe, I put my own social security number on it. And he put it on buses and billboards, and then somebody hacked him. Can you imagine that? Because nothing is foolproof. Even a company that prides itself in protecting your information can still be hacked.
Now, there's a guy that proudly supports dipstick positivity. I mean, honestly, that's a guy that's not even thinking straight.
He supports something, all right. I don't know what the hell he's doing over there. But it's pretty interesting to see. The restaurant and business review platform Yelp just released its list of the most outrageous restaurants in the U.S. for 2026. Okay. Some of them are truly over the top. Number 1, the Aquarium Restaurant in Houston, Texas.
Houston?
Houston.
I believe it's pronounced Houston.
Is it Angelica Houston or Houston?
Houston.
Yeah, whatever. In Texas, you can dine among Australian zebra sharks, blue-spine unicorn fish, and hundreds of fish, all while being basked under the glow of a 150,000-gallon fish tank. The walls and ceilings of the restaurant are also designed to mimic an underwater grotto, truly immersing you in an underwater world. It has a 3.9 out of 5 stars on Yelp. Soothing to see fish while enjoying the food. Then you got the Conch in Leesburg. The restaurant, it's for all the chocolate lovers out there. The idea for the chocolate-themed restaurant came about when the owner encountered a conch machine. Isn't that some kind of Kim Kardashian thing?
Yeah.
Conch? The conch shell?
Yeah, right.
Which turns cocoa beans into chocolate while visiting a chocolate factory in Switzerland. The restaurant has owned the conch machine where visitors can watch it churn chocolate. Wow.
I'd go to that. I'd probably go to that more than, eating beneath the sea.
Yeah, I don't know if I
I would feel guilty ordering like the salmon.
They have one of those underwater restaurants at SeaWorld. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it's weird.
It's like you're going to eat what you're watching.
Yeah, you got all these fish swimming around looking at you like, you bastard. If I could get in there.
Yeah. And then they had that. Didn't they have that whale that killed the lady?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yeah.
That wasn't because of the restaurant, though.
No. Number 3 is the Trailer Park After Dark in San Diego, California, which is German for a whale's vagina. This is the Gas Lamp Quarter in San Diego. The below-ground trailer park really sticks to its theme, serving beer in paper bags and food like tater tots and hot dogs on TV dinner trays.
Now,
this actually sounds like a cool place.
Now that I'd go to.
The trailer's also themed inside, with some paying tribute to the different eras of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. One Yelper said about the bar, the ambiance is perfect. Trailer park chic with an epic soundtrack. They must have good music in there. Then you got the Grand Canyon's Crystal Restaurant in Peach Springs, Arizona. That's where you're 210 feet underground in a carved-out restaurant of the Grand Canyon.
So it's in a hole.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Safe House in Milwaukee.
That's a cool place.
Yeah. If you're a fan of escape rooms and spy movies, this might be the perfect dining option for you. Safe House is a spy-themed restaurant that opened in 1966. Since then, diners can't get enough of its speakeasy, alleyway entrance, secret passwords, and hidden doors.
You can't get into the building unless you know the secret password.
And how do you find that out?
You ask anyone who lives in the city what the secret password is.
Do you know what the secret password is?
I believe it's I'm looking for a safe house. There's cameras on the front entrance, so anyone that gets it wrong, everybody in the bar gets to see you get it wrong.
That's pretty cool.
It's actually a really cool place. It's been around forever.
When I went to the Prohibition Museum in Savannah, Georgia,
yeah,
that was cool because at the end of that is a speakeasy. And you have to like knock on the door, and there's a guy like opens up the little thing, and then you go in and you get a couple. You can get drinks in there, but
right.
I was with the kids. We got sodas and Shirley Temples and all that stuff, and they make like the drinks the way they made them back in the 20s and 30s. So when you ordered, like the kids hated the Shirley Temples because it was like real cherries. And no grenadine. Yeah. It was just,
old-fashioned stuff.
It was gross. It was actually pretty disgusting. But it was kind of cool to be in that little back room.
That's very cool.
Yeah, pretty neat. Your Pioneer Valley forecast today, mix of sun and clouds eventually with a high of 50. Tomorrow, more snow and more rain with a high of 42. It's 31 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102. Oh, yeah.
Free and Led Zeppelin with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Going to be eventually partly cloudy with a high of 50. Tomorrow, more snow and rain, just like this, the high of 42. It's 31 right now in downtown Springfield.
Rock 102 and the Springfield Thunderbirds want to hook you up with slap shots and shish kebabs. A $100 gift certificate on the line from Nadine's Downtown Mediterranean Grill, which is a terrific place. Plus, you get a pair of tickets to see the Thunderbirds take on Providence at the Mass Mutual Center on March 25th. If you enter now at rock102.com, you'll find out who wins on March 15th. One lucky winner gets chosen at random. It's your shot at slap shots and shish kebabs from the Springfield Thunderbirds and Rock 102 Springfield's Classic Rock.
I'm reading the rest of these restaurants on this list.
Yeah.
The Blackout Dining in the Dark in Las Vegas. I kind of wish I had known about this when I was out there.
Eating in the dark?
Yeah. Located right off the Vegas Strip, you can use your taste, smell, and touch to enjoy a meal. Diners at Blackout Dining in the Dark. You guessed it. Dine while completely in the dark, relying on your other senses. That's creepy.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that.
I don't know. I think I'd try it. But although the restaurant offers a seasonally changing menu, which costs $99.95 plus drinks and gratuity. So you're not even including gratuity.
How do I not knock over my glass on the table?
Servers are equipped with night goggles, so no worries about spills. Diners say part of the fun is guessing exactly what you're eating.
Yeah, no, I'm all set with that.
Interesting concept.
It's an interesting concept, but you know what? If I can't see the menu, if I can't see what's being put in front of me, if I can't find my fork,
right?
Do I really want to eat at a place like that?
I don't know. What if the food's really, really good?
Suppose they bring like chips and salsa or a bread basket. How am I going to know where the dipping oil is supposed to be?
I have no idea.
How am I supposed to butter my bread?
Gale's Broadway rose in New York City. Fans of dinner and a show are in for a great treat at Gale's. The Manhattan restaurant located in the theater district is reportedly a hotspot for aspiring Broadway stars moonlighting as servers. I've heard about this place, too. where they all like dress like like they're going to like they're in a Broadway show, and they're bringing you your meal. It's kind of like one of those. It was on Pulp Fiction where they had the 50s. 50s and 60s waiters dressing up, bringing Buddy Holly, bringing you your food and all that stuff. The Magic Castle in Hollywood, headquarters of the private club for magicians and magic fans.
Watch this plate of ribs disappear.
Yeah, right? That's what I'm talking about. They said it has a pretty good steakhouse menu to it. Double D's Coffee and Desserts in Asheville, North Carolina. I've had Double D's before.
But not served at a restaurant. Not served with coffee.
They've taken the concept of food trucks to a whole new level. The establishment serves coffee and treats out of a decommissioned 1963 British red double-decker bus. The cafe is hard to miss.
Okay.
And has become a landmark in the town of Asheville. And then the one wrapping up the list, Casa Bonita in Denver, Colorado. The Denver restaurant is owned by the creators of the hit adult cartoon South Park. The outside of the restaurant is a pink mission-style building, but inside hides a 52,000-square-foot restaurant. That's huge.
Jesus.
With an indoor... That must be like a Walmart.
Yeah,
right?
At least.
With an indoor waterfall, pool, puppet shows, tarot card readers, and face painters, the restaurant, which was revamped, can seat 1,100 diners. It's like the size of Symphony Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Do they pack the place? 1,100 people is a lot.
That's a lot. I don't know if they pack the place or not, but I mean, you would imagine it would have to be busy in order to sustain a restaurant like
I'd be pretty pissed off if I had to get one of those little vibrating blocks to wait for my table for 30 minutes because the first 1,100 people didn't eat fast enough.
Yeah. Now I'm looking at pictures of it now. It's pretty much like one of those, like you're walking through a rainforest type deal. Like the rainforest cafes. Well, I guess Dave and Buster's would be 1,100 square feet, right? If you had like a giant, but you can't fit 1,100 diners in there.
No, but I mean, yeah, if you're talking like 11,000 square feet of dining space, that's different. But it's probably But the Rainforest Cafe, what was that, like almost like 2 stories tall?
Yeah,
like
but you had all that
vaulted ceilings and stuff?
But you had all that stuff filling the place, like the decorations and the waterfalls and all that stuff. It wasn't that much square footage for 1,100 diners. That's a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Yeah. Well, either way, there you go. There's your good restaurants that you can go to.
It's 6:58 on Rock 102.
Rock 102. Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, Winter Storm headquarters before and after the storm.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Folks, you want to hear something exciting? Tomorrow is the return of the World Baseball Classic. Yeah, I know, right? I can hardly believe it myself. The World Baseball Classic is back. A rigorous exhibition of international baseball play that only occurs once every 3 years is making its return just in time to remind everybody that's an actual thing. And it is, as countries from around the world gather for 12 days in the intercontinental United States, Japan, and Puerto Rico for some of the most thrilling baseball action that most people around the world will not watch. Exciting, huh? You bet. Now, you might recall that during the last World Baseball Classic, it was Shohei Ohtani who struck out Mike Trout to win the Classic for the Japanese in 2023. I don't remember very much of it, but that's mostly because I was consumed with ignorance and apathy. This year, totally different. I'm still consumed with ignorance and apathy, but I have decreased those levels simply by taking the time to talk about it today. And by association, I have slightly affected your lack of interest as well. Now, you might ask, Baxy, I'm very busy with my life. How can I avoid getting caught up in all of this? Well, my suggestion would be to avoid things like Fox Sports, FS1, FS2, Fox Deportes, and Tubi for the next 12 days. Once it's all over, you can go back to watching all your favorite Tubi-related programs without distraction. Now, you might be wondering some more practical questions, such as, are there any Red Sox players of the World Baseball Classic, and will this affect the far more important Grapefruit League schedule? Short answer is no. Spring training will go on as usual, but I just wouldn't expect to see guys like William Abreu, Aroldis Chapman, Brian Bayo, Cedena Rafaela, Garrett Whitlock, or Jarren Duran available for the next couple of days. So let's take our blind nationalism, ignore all the stuff that's going on in the world, and focus on what's really important. A poorly timed international baseball competition that nobody really cares that much about. But But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. Step 1 is Scotch Crabgrass Preventer. Actually, step 1 is to go to Rocky's to buy it. Get Scott's 4-step, 4 easy steps to a healthy lawn. It's almost time for step 1 to go on Rocky soon. So get 4-step for $95 per bag. Not a bad start with your Ace Rewards card, Rocky's Ace Hardware. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch.
Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock.
Field's Classic Rock at 7-Eleven and Eddie Money with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Eventually, some sunshine a little bit today with a high of 50. Tomorrow, back to rain, sleet, and snow with a high of 42. It's 31 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm not really looking forward to the more sleet and snow.
No, I'm not either.
So yesterday I went to Costco, and I got sushi from Costco.
Really? Like the 50-gallon drum of Costco sushi?
Well, it's a pretty big tray of, whatever you want, ranging from like $12 to $16, depending on, what you're buying. But, you are getting your money's worth out of it. The only thing about that is, where's the sushi guy? Like you walk into a Big Y, they got the Japanese folks there rolling the sushi, like doing it all professionally. Where are they doing that at Costco?
I don't know, but I have never seen that happen there. I mean, they got the bakery, they got all that and everything. But when I go to a restaurant for sushi, I kind of want it made right there in front of me.
Well, no, you can get you're a Big Y. They make it fresh every day, like whatever you're getting in that case.
But I know that the guy who's making it has made it like that very day.
That's what I'm getting at. Where's the sushi chef at Costco?
Yeah, you don't normally go to like a sushi restaurant, order the doggy bag so you can have it for lunch tomorrow.
It's not bad, I'm
sure it's fine, but it's like
But I went on the safe side and went with the cooked one, like the California roll, which is usually just like.
That's your entry level sushi right there.
It's like vegetables with like the cooked crab meat, the fake
the imitation
crab meat,
stuff,
inside. So, but it was pretty decent. And it's only good for like a day. Like it says it right on the thing. And what I was reading about it was like, it refreshes every 24 hours or whatever like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but where are they making it? Because it's this giant bin. Like giant display case of sushi at Costco. It's just an odd looking thing.
I gotta tell you, as much as I like sushi, and I do, I'm not going to get it from a Costco.
No, you shouldn't.
I want a guy.
If you don't like it,
I want a guy making it at the restaurant that I've just sat down at and say, I want a couple of rolls, please.
Yeah,
and I'll tell you exactly what kind of fish I want on. At least I know. It's being made as like seconds after I've ordered it.
Yeah, I'm a little sus about what's going on in the back end of Costco there. Like, if somebody knows where they're making it, go ahead and text us on the Route 10 Tire listener line at 413-293-1021.
I'm going to assume because there are so many Costco locations that these are probably being mass produced somewhere.
Yeah.
And then distributed all around the country.
But where? Like, you have to have it fresh enough because there's raw fish in there. There's raw fish in one of the like the spicy maki or whatever it is that they're selling. There's raw fish in there. If it's only good for a day, where is it being made?
It's not like it's like the smoked salmon that you get in the vacuum sealed pack.
Yeah.
So it's smoked. So it's essentially cooked. It's not raw. It's just smoked.
Smoked. Yeah.
So that's different. But in a case like that, it may not be smoked, and then it's not vacuum sealed either, is it?
Yeah. No. It's like in one of those plastic snap trays, like with snap containers.
Yeah. No. I'm all set with that.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm not going to try. I mean, again, there are certain things that when I go to Costco, I'll get, and certain things I simply won't.
Also, I picked up, because it's March already, which is crazy, I picked up a corned beef yesterday.
Yeah.
So I'll be having one of those a week. That's what I do in March. It's the only time of year I have corned beef is March. And then I love it so much, and then I have my fill of it, and then I won't eat it again until next March.
So you eat it like every week in March.
Yeah.
Did the kids get sick of it?
No, they love it. They love because I cook it in the beer and
your recipe
Guinness
is
and
good.
then the cabbage. You boil the cabbage and everything in there, and it gives it a nice little flavor. And the onions are like, I love the onions that come out of the stew that you make with the. I always put extra onions in there because I like it's like so they have it in onion soup. A corned beef onion soup.
It is.
Good.
I mean, I love it. It's delicious. I know some people don't care for it. I mean, I like that stuff.
Yeah, it's something to you have to have a taste for it. The corned beef.
The Irish love their cabbage.
The Irish love a lot of weird things.
Cabbage is. I like cabbage, but I mean to eat it all the time. It's like, geez, what are you doing to yourself?
Well, I mean, cabbage is an ingredient in many different foreign dishes. Not just the Irish, but like the Polish, they have sauerkraut. They make sauerkraut all the time.
Of course,
all that cabbage. They wrap the galumpkies in the cabbage.
I love cabbage.
Yeah,
but it's like at some point, my body needs a break from cabbage.
Yeah, but you think about people back in like the Great Recession or Depression. Actually, cabbage was that was a big thing because it's sort of filling.
And it's cheap.
It's very cheap. It's only like you can get 59 cents a head. Can you get head for 59 cents anywhere?
No, but I can get some cabbage.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
But, the cabbage is pretty good. I saute it a lot. I've been using avocado oil.
Higher smoke point.
Yeah, and if you saute the cabbage in that, and a little bit of that Kinder's buttery garlic herb, perfect.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Perfect.
That's good stuff.
I'm telling you.
And yet I don't see any food in front of us at this point.
Well, I wasn't going to make a brisket today.
It's the beginning of March.
I know. That'll be a Sunday meal. A Sunday, I think I'm going to slow cook it rather than do the pressure cooker. I think
What's the difference, though? I mean, really. I mean, with the pressure cooker, you got it in an hour and a half at the most.
Yeah, but here's what I've noticed about the pressure cooker. Even letting it sit for a day in those juices after you've cooked it in the pressure makes it better the next day.
I would agree with that.
So, because you're fast cooking it in the pressure cooker, it's cooking very quickly, and while the end result is still pretty good, it's always better when you let it simmer. So if you let it simmer, it's like for the 8 hours or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Oh man,
it's so good.
It is so good.
I'm getting very hungry right now. But this
I
is
got some sushi for you.
No, I'm all set with the Costco sushi. That's I got to draw the line on that one.
It's an odd thing for a big box store like that to have.
Yeah, the other reason I'm not going to get it is me and my wife doesn't like it. And that's not unusual. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people don't want to eat it. But if I get like a Costco thing of sushi, the only one eating it is me.
Well, then
how much sushi is there in this thing?
There's probably like 20 pieces of it in the thing.
I don't think my body can handle that much mercury at once.
And then I had Bargain Barry texting me pictures of the sales this week over at Stop and Shop. Cotton candy grapes, not on sale yet. He refuses to pay more than $5 for a bag of grapes, which I don't blame him.
He's like a consumer advocate.
Yeah, Bargain Barry.
For his friends.
Yeah.
Like he lets his friends know what's for sale.
Check out let me see what the latest prices were that Barry shared with me over the weekend. Because he was very informative about the sales going on. He even gives you pictures of the display case of what's going on. $5.99 for tilapia? That's pretty good. What else? Natural Promise salmon fillet, $8.99 a pound.
Wow,
that's $5 off what it normally is.
Normally people will take a picture of the flyer, the circular that's in the newspaper, especially someone who might be a little bit more mature, like a Barry.
Right.
He'll get the Sunday paper. He'll go through all the stuff. He goes right to the damn store.
He even gives me a video of the flyer. Like he's like zooming in on the products. See, you get Land O'Lakes large brown eggs for only $3.99. Buy one, get one free Wishbone salad dressings.
Is he providing some sort of description of all these things, or is just like a quiet video?
Let me see if I get the audio on this. No, that's the picture. Let me see if I can get the audio. No, it's just a silent video of him showing, like, you can tell he's at the grocery store doing this.
With no voiceover, there's no sound on tape, is what they would say. No VO over the tape.
I would like, as much as he showed that hooker at MGM how to make a good cream soda with the machine, why can't he show you how to use that self-scanner thing that they got when you walk in? You know, the little thing, the little gun you take with you, and you can scan all your groceries and pay for it right there.
Yeah, I give him credit. Who wants to go into a grocery store not knowing what they would buy, pay for, like pork chops? Barry's going to let you know.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is. He'll let you know, hey, pork chops are on sale. I don't eat them, but maybe you will.
Listen, we need a bargain Barry in this world. How
sure
else are you
do.
going to find out when the sales are? I haven't picked up a circular in God knows how long. But at least if I watch it in video form.
And it's like real time price comparison.
He needs to narrate it like it's a History Channel like magazine.
Yeah,
Long ago, back when Stop and Shop first came along, they didn't have deals like this. They didn't know what the deals were.
He should not let his broadcast journalism skills go to waste when it comes to these kinds of videos.
Yeah, we could make it a documentary every week of him going to the grocery store.
He's on the social medias. He could be doing reels like all the time about what's for sale at the Stop and Shop. Yeah.
It's a good idea.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Barry's sitting on a gold mine here. He didn't even realize it.
He could be an influencer.
He could be an influencer.
Yeah.
It's just about 7:23 on Rock 102.
Rock.
It's 7:25 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Liam's got the full forecast for you.
This week on Baxi's Musical Podcast, I'm really excited about this interview. Two-time Grammy nominee Tracy Bonham is back on the podcast for a third time. Absolute blast talking to her. She's got a new album coming out later on this year. She's also celebrating the 30th anniversary of her debut album, The Burden of Being Upright. Remember the hit Mother Mother? That was a hell of a track. And she's coming to the area, Somerville at the Burn on the 23rd of March. Got a couple other shows coming up in April and May. But it's a great interview. Definitely check it out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, the Rock 102 YouTube channel, and on rock102.com. Brought to you by Metro Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram at Chicopee, and Rock 102 Springfield's Classic Rock.
So it's been known that Costco sushi is actually made in-house. They have a sushi-making room in the back.
Next to the Tire Center?
Yeah, well, they should be selling that with the $1.50 hot dog.
I mean, it'd be
Get
great
a couple of pieces of maki on the side.
It'd be great if they could they do some like the sashimi and also plug your tire if it's running low.
Yeah, well, I mean, the way they're making it sound is like there's no actual sushi chef. Like everything comes pre-made, like pre-sliced, like the fish is pre-sliced. So it's basically just an assembler job. Because again, you go to the Big Y, and you got the actual Japanese sushi chefs making the sushi.
Right,
like they're rolling it. They're rolling it like those Cubans,
like the cigars,
yeah.
Right.
But they weren't actually Cubans; they were Dominicans. That's what it was.
They're still talented.
But yeah, they must make it in the back, and supposedly it's fresh. So but how many people are actually buying it that they only have it out for a day? Because that's every article I've read, and somebody just said that on the Route 10 Tire listener line. Are you throwing all of it away? Then you must have to, because if it's only good for 24 hours.
I think you would only get it if you had a bunch of people to feed. I mean, if if one person is going to sit there and pack down 20 pieces of sushi, then God bless you. But even still, I mean, there are sushi chefs that will study for years.
Oh yeah,
how to make sushi. It's not something that you learn with vague IKEA type of directions where you're rolling your maki with an Allen wrench and a lot of hope. I mean, it's a talent, it's a skill, it's an art.
An Allen wrench to put your sushi together.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's not exactly an assembly line process to do it correctly.
But they probably have some training video that shows you how to put it together.
I'm sure there is, but what I'm saying is if you're a sushi chef and you've spent like 12 years learning how to do it correctly, and you see Costco is selling the same stuff with people who are, when they're not making sushi, they're writing smiley faces on receipts.
Well,
I mean, I would be offended if I were like a professional sushi chef and I went to a Costco and then there's a guy.
He just wrote a smiley face on a receipt, but he's rolling maki in the back.
I got like a wasabi smudge on my receipt.
I was wondering why my
right.
receipt smelled like fish yesterday. That guy usually does a pretty good job writing the thing, but his hands were all carpal tunnel from making all that sushi in the back.
1 minute I'm making sushi, next minute I'm giving you a hot dog for $1.25.
Or even the cart handles smelled like fish yesterday. That guy doing the carts, he was pushing, didn't even wash his hands. He just went back and started making sushi. Oh, what? It's like the time to make the donuts guy. Right. Time to make the sushi.
It's 7:29 at Rock 102.
Here's your
7:32 with Bax and Nagle at Rock 102. It's time for news brought to you by Freedom Credit Union. Freedom is yours. His local radio icon, Steve Nagle.
Thanks, Bax. As winter weather advisory wanes here this morning, there are some school closings and some school delays. I'm sure you already know about it if you have a school-aged child because they call very early in the morning now. Mm-hmm. But just be careful out there on the road because it was like a candy shell this morning, getting all that ice off the car, and you can't drive with. And it came off fairly easy. Did you notice that? Like once you broke it, it kind of just shifted in big giant sheets.
Once you broke the candy coating, it came off pretty quick.
But you got to take the snow off the roof of your car because the chunk of ice is going to fly off and hit somebody in the windshield while you're driving down the highway.
And that's potentially dangerous.
I don't think it's potentially dangerous. I think it's just dangerous.
If it doesn't hit you, it's not dangerous.
Yeah.
If it hits you, it's very dangerous.
Well, hopefully you don't get hit with a big sheet of ice.
That's my hope.
Let's see. Chicopee students yesterday, 4th and 5th graders in Chicopee are getting a lesson in digital safety as the DA's office brings its social media and gaming safety program to Barry Elementary School. Did they name it after Barry Krieger?
I don't think so.
On Tuesday, members of the DA's Youth Advisory Board led the interactive presentation teaching students critical rules for staying safe while connecting online. The program uses small groups to encourage discussion about the risks of social media and online gaming. Yeah, because it's, these people, what is it, this Roblox game that these kids play? I didn't let my kids play that because of all the horror stories of these people online who pretend to be children.
And they're not.
And they go into these little chat rooms and they start trying to groom kids and all that other stuff. And, I think it's pretty important for these kids to understand that you don't know who you're talking to. You have no idea who you're. Even text, like you and I text. I don't know if I think I'm texting you. But I have no idea.
Yeah.
On the other end of that text message, it could be your wife texting me back. You know what I mean? Like you telling her what to write.
Well, let's hope that the conversation that we were texting back and forth yesterday never gets out into the public because that's the kind of thing that was so offensive. I would hate to see that get into everybody else's hands.
There were several conversations over the last week that we had.
There was one between you, me, and there've been a couple between you and me and Marty.
Yeah.
That could never, ever be told in public.
No, but you know what? It's on the internet, and it's forever. So it's in a text message.
Yeah, but I mean, that's not on the internet. I mean, then someone would have to break into our phones to read that. But I think they find that group message is pretty damn funny.
No, one of the things with these Epstein files that I keep seeing is Jeffrey Epstein. It's all of his stuff. It's like everything that was on his phones and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So when you F around, you probably have I'm sure you have a few video clips in your phone somewhere that you didn't use, you've never used because you screwed up on a line or something like that. That's what it is. Like they're showing him his face. One day our text messages might be revealed.
Oh, that's so good.
That would be
how embarrassing would that be?
It would be devastating. I don't think we do.
I mean, I got some stuff on there. I mean, it would bore the people to death.
That's what I mean, though. I mean, like, don't you? You have like these things that you would never show to anybody because you didn't like it. You didn't like the way it came out or whatever like that. Because I don't know, maybe you had a booger out of your nose or I don't know.
Oh, that's happened.
Enough things.
And the thing that people fail to understand is that simply deleting it doesn't erase it. Like if you have someone on your phone, say, well, I'll just delete it and no one will know.
Yeah.
They have a way.
They have a way
of breaking into that stuff and retrieving all those terrible things that you put on your phone.
32 local police departments across Massachusetts are getting a major tech upgrade today thanks to a new round of state funding. The Healy-Driscoll administration announced nearly $3.5 million in grants to help departments launch or expand body-worn cameras. The areas in Western Mass are getting the equipment as follows. The Conway Police Department.
The Conway. That guy's going to be very busy trying to put that thing together.
How much do these cameras cost? $31,000 for a camera? How many cops are in Conway?
Not that many, but I mean, if you're taking video of every call that every traffic stop or whatever, all that stuff's got to get stored somewhere.
Yeah.
So that's probably what you're paying for, not just the camera, but also the data storage. I mean, I don't know if you've ever gotten a phone, but I start getting notifications right away that my iCloud storage is all full.
Yeah, I don't use iCloud storage. Do you?
Not really.
I back it up on my computer. I plug it in and it backs up to my iTunes, the phone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have some stuff on the cloud, but not everything. But even still, these police departments are going to have to pay 99 cents a month to clear up some extra space.
But it was 99 cents.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. That adds up.
R. Kelly sheets.
Do you realize that's almost $12 a year?
That's a lot of money.
A police department like Conway probably already strapped for cash.
The Shelburne Police, the Southwick Police, the West Springfield Police, and the Westfield Police. They're all getting money to get body cameras. Healy says the cameras help establish clear standards for policing statewide. Yes, when they're turned on. How many times have you seen those things? We lost the video because the camera didn't work conveniently in the middle of the arrest.
I forgot to hit play and record.
Yeah, at the same time. You got to push both. It's like setting the VCR from the 1990s.
Right.
You got to play and record to make it start recording.
And you don't want to record over like your last arrest.
Yeah.
So that can happen.
And you only got to watch one program. You can't change the channel. You have to watch what you're recording.
That's going to cost extra.
Officials say the grants will also cover the cost of data storage. Okay, so there's other things that it's covering. It's not just the cameras.
That's usually where the cost really comes from. The camera's expensive because it's not just like an iPhone on your chest. It's an expensive camera, but the data storage is really what's important because that stuff's going to get saved for years.
Yeah, you have to store it for X amount of time before you can delete it. So you need all that storage. All right. Well, good luck. A re-entry facility for people leaving prison is set to open less than 1,000 feet from two Westfield schools, and parents say they were not warned. Robert Parent, a parent of 4.
What are the odds of that?
That's like an ice cream man named Cone.
It would be weird if a guy named Parent was was childless. I'm sure it happens.
He said 2 of his children attend Southampton Road Elementary, which sits next to Westfield Intermediate School. Both schools are approximately 1,000 feet from the building where the facility is planned to open, a former daycare building that would be operated by the nonprofit Community Resources for Justice. Parents said neither the state nor the city has told residents who will be living at the facility. You can see right from the facility right to the playground where the kids play all day. He said proximity raises serious questions about who could be placed there. I think any parent who would be concerned to have them in their community, let alone right next to their schools. Under state law, the Massachusetts Department of Corrections and Mass Parole Board determine who qualifies re-entry placement. The city has no authority over those decisions. You could have anywhere from a level C3 sex offender, sexual abuser, violent crime, or drug offenses, all being in that facility very close. It's under a half a mile door-to-door from that facility to our schools. City Council President John Beltrandy said he and the mayor both oppose the facility, but the law provides no avenue to block it. Being a by right use, it means that our zoning bylaws allow that use there, so we can't do anything about it at this point, and there are also programs through the state that don't allow us to block this. I don't know what the answer is. I mean, I understand your fear, but I mean, how many other places are near schools that you're not complaining about?
You can't have it both ways, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a population that's trying to get that's getting out of prison and trying to get back into society. Trying to find a facility that is, more than 1,000 feet away from a school or a playground, that makes it very, very difficult. But on the other hand, a lot of these people in these living situations or whatever, I mean, they're trying to get their lives back. I mean, I get it. Nobody really wants to live next to something like that, but I mean, where else are you going to have them go?
Well, they also have that juvenile facility out in Westfield. That's like a juvenile detention center.
Yeah.
That's right there by the Walmart. How far away is that from the closest school? Like, that's kind of what I'm getting at. I don't know. Like, are you to what distance does it need to be away from the school for people to be satisfied with the result of that?
Yeah. I mean, is it 1,500 feet? Is it 2,000 feet? Is it a mile? I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I think no matter where you put it, there's going to be someone who's going to say, not in my neighborhood, you don't.
Well, a community meeting is scheduled for tonight at Westfield Intermediate School from 6 to 8 p.m. Residents are encouraged to attend to learn about the program and how it would operate. Western Mass News reached out to Community Resource for Justice, who said they will be at the meeting on Wednesday. In a statement, they say, in part, we welcome any and all members of the community to listen and ask their questions. But they're not saying who's going to be in the facility.
Yeah.
I think that's the big thing. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I
don't think there's an answer that satisfies everybody.
Well, there should be, damn it.
Well, there's not.
Well, hopefully there's answers that come out tonight in the community resource meeting at the Westfield Intermediate School.
I don't think anyone's going to walk out of there feeling completely satisfied.
Your Pioneer Valley forecast today, eventually going to see a little bit of sunshine with a high of 50. Tomorrow, back to the same old rain and sleet, high of 42. It is currently 33 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102. Oh, yeah. High five.
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 7:51 and Guns N' Roses with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It's going to be eventually a little bit of sunshine today with a high of 50. Tomorrow, more snow and sleet with a high of 42. It's 33 right now in downtown Springfield.
Look at this story on 22 News. Over 150 rats surrendered after Massachusetts owner got into a tough spot. This is out of Essex County. The MSPCA is seeking homes for dozens of rats following the surrender of 163 of the animals from a single property. The surrender, which took place on February 9th, is the largest of its kind that the organization has seen in at least 5 years. The rats removed represent nearly 60% of the total number of rats that the nonprofit, the MSPCA Angel, adopted out in 2025. I didn't realize you can adopt a rat.
Yeah, they have all kinds of animals. You think about all the animals that are seized like these from properties and people. How many times have we heard like the farm animals and all that stuff?
Yeah.
With the rats and the cats and the elephants as sure as you were born, but no unicorn.
I mean, can you imagine MSPCA comes into Rock 102? It's Pat's Rats, and all of a sudden you're adopting rats right here.
Well, I mean, they did collect most of them. They're all residing at 167 Dwight Road in Longmeadow right now. You get the rats out of the building,
right?
That's what happens.
Apparently, 53 of these 163 rats will be put up for adoption by the MSPCA, and so there's a lot of rats that probably aren't going to make the cut. I believe there's a draft.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe they they go through a combine.
Fantasy rat ball. Is
That's
that what we do?
That's exactly it. But I mean, rats aren't exactly the kind of pet, like if you have like a litter of rats,
Yeah.
that you can put a sign at the bottom of your driveway, free rats.
Free rats.
Like free kittens. Oh, free puppies. Well, yes, maybe you'll knock on the door if you got free puppies, but rats. No one's gonna be knocking on the door. Like, yeah, I'm here for the rats.
Yeah. You think they put them in the same tank as the boa constrictor they confiscated last month?
I don't think they are in the same tank.
I mean, they're probably good eating for the snakes. All the snake. I mean, you buy the frozen mice to feed your snake. You can buy. Here's a fresh rat meat.
Yeah, let him work for his dinner.
Yeah, Can you roast him on a stick?
I don't really know.
Like a kebab.
I've never had rat meat, Steve, but these rats are domesticated, household pet rats.
Whoa. What? You have never had rat meat?
I have no, not knowingly.
I know you've eaten at an Applebee's many times before.
I can't confirm that it was rat.
Cheeseburger, egg rolls, mystery meat.
Perhaps, but I can't say for sure. Oh, that's definitely got the taste of rat in it.
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't go so far as to try the rat meat. I'll do the raccoon because it was hunted.
Right, or the roadkill deer. That might you might do. But rats generally are not perceived as a clean animal. Although they'll tell you that these rats are actually very, very cleanly.
Well, they're smart. They're smart animals.
Yeah, and apparently just absolutely delightful to keep as pets. The ones that don't have rabies and are eating garbage out of the sewers.
Oh, you can't just use them for human testing of. See, if I had rats, I'd be like trying out different shampoos on them.
Oh yeah,
hair dyes, things like that.
That's what they're there for. But I mean, for the most part, I think these are domesticated, adoptable rats. Would you like a rat in your house, Steve? I know you just got the cat.
Well, the cat would kill the rat.
I don't know about that, Steve. Some of these rats are about the size of the cat.
Yeah, they are pretty nasty looking. The one time I saw one in New York City, and I thought it was a raccoon. That's how big this thing was, and it was
like in the subway somewhere.
Yeah, and it was actually in an alley. It was at nighttime, and the people we were with were like, "Could they live there?"
Yeah,
and they're like, "Yeah, that's a rat. That's not a raccoon." I'm like, "Oh, look at that little raccoon over there. That's a weird looking raccoon." And they're like, "That's not a raccoon. That's a rat." And I'm like, "That's a rat." That thing is huge. It's not.
That's like a footstool with claws.
Well, like in my mind, a regular sized rat is about a foot long.
From head to tail.
Yeah,
no.
But these things are huge.
Well, because if they're eating a lot, if they're rifling through garbage all day, of course they're going to put on a little bit of poundage.
You just triggered another memory. Here I am, my brain cells going back in the time machine. With the flux capacitor back to like the late, probably mid 80s.
What happened?
My mother used to buy the New York Post every day. Like that was her thing. Like she liked the tabloidy type of news.
Okay.
And I just remember the specific cover of the New York Post that had the baby in the crib next to the rat that had eaten the bottle of formula that the kid had.
Oh my God.
And it was to show that there's this huge rat infestation in this one particular apartment building, and it was getting so out of control, the rats were wind up sleeping with the babies and bothering the babies. It's something I'll never forget that image.
Yeah.
It took me years to go back and find out what the story was really about. And that's what it was about. But like at the time, I'm like a little kid. I'm like probably 10 years old, and I'm like, oh my God, it's a rat? What if I wake up next to a rat in my bed?
Well, this person here in Essex County, 163 rats. They probably bought 2 rats thinking, well, this would be kind of fun. Next thing you know, there's litters all over the place. You can't get rid of them.
But no green alligators, no long-necked geese, just rats.
I don't know.
No cats, no elephants.
You'll have to check the MSPCA website to know for sure.
We'll find out.
Pats Rats coming up this week.
All right.
It's 7:50. Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 8:12, and the Rolling Stones, Bax and Nagle and Rock 102.
Wintry mess has ended. Eventually, sunshine will come out. It'll be a high of 50 today. Tomorrow, more rain, more sleet, more snow, and a high of 42. It's 33 right now in downtown Springfield.
Steve, before you get into what you're about to get into, let me just quickly clarify and correct that a woman wrote on the Route 10 Tire listener line that HCG actually occurs naturally in pregnancy, but in this case, a synthetic version of that was injected by that player from the Atlanta Braves. So my correction, my wrong, my bad. I blame the parents.
What would a random woman know about female anatomy?
Possibly more than me.
Really?
Yeah, who
never know.
But 20, it's about 25, 26 years away from seeing a live birth.
Although, I've got a buddy that would know all about that.
I'm sure he
kind of
does.
Stuff. HCG.
Yes. So my apologies to you.
A Florida man, of course, we started out with that, is facing retail theft charges after local authorities allege that he stole thousands of dollars worth of trading cards from multiple Target stores using 99-cent taco seasoning packets. According to a statement from Florida Attorney General James Utmeyer's office on February 26, 39-year-old Keith Wallace was arrested after he allegedly engaged in an organized retail fraud scheme at multiple Target locations from Miami to Orlando. Wallace has been charged with counts of felony organized retail theft, all kinds of retail theft stuff. He's accused of committing 75 thefts at multiple Target locations across Florida between July 2025 and February 2026. Investigators believe that in each theft, Wallace would grab large boxes of trading cards and an equal number of 99-cent taco seasoning packets. Then, once at the self-checkout line, he's alleged to have only paid for the seasoning packets. Authorities said that Wallace would resell the stolen trading cards on eBay, generating almost $40,000 in revenue. As you're obviously going to get caught, but what a kind of genius way to fool the self-scan checkout, because you got a box of stuff that looks exactly like the box of trading cards,
Right.
that you've stolen.
I got to agree with you. Mm-hmm. You not only get all those baseball cards, you got a lot of taco seasoning, too. So, it's a win-win situation.
Everybody's winning.
Who doesn't love tacos?
I love tacos.
I love tacos.
His alleged theft resulted in a loss of over $10,000. The investigation is ongoing. Authorities suspect Wallace committed additional thefts at Walmart and Publix locations in Florida. This arrest sends a clear message that organized retail theft, no matter how coordinated or far-reaching, will be aggressively investigated, according to the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. He faces up to 90 years in prison. What?
Wow.
Okay. The discrepancy in certain sentences for certain things.
Yeah.
You face up to 90 years in prison.
Well, think about it though, because he's selling these through eBay.
Yeah. You're running now it's a federal crime because you're
Right.
selling it across state lines.
Now it's mail fraud. Multiple states are involved. Yeah. Now I understand it.
Organized retail thefts drive up prices for consumers, and that is not a result we are going to tolerate. I remember watching that reel-to-reel film back in school where the kid stole the necklace, and the manager of the store is like, "Do you know how many of these we have to sell to make up for the one you stole? 6. We have to sell 6 of these." It was like a necklace that the kid had stolen, and it was like a don't shoplift video. Not video. It was a reel-to-reel movie.
Yeah, like any kid's going to really connect with that. But this, I got to tell you, I would never have thought in a million years to put trading cards in a taco package. Mm-hmm. What a brilliant idea. Just, poor execution.
Very poorly executed. I would say, when you didn't get away with it, where'd you mess up?
Yeah, and you want to be careful not to spill the taco seasoning all over the all over the scanner. That could happen.
Why does this Pokemon card smell like a Taco Bell?
This stale stick of chewing gum from the package tastes like tacos.
Tastes like Taco Tuesday here. Another story, Burger King is testing AI-powered headsets that can recite recipes, alert managers when inventories are low, and even track how friendly employees are to customers. They're already using this. I don't know. Where was I a couple of weeks ago? It was a fast food place that I went and got. It was a McDonald's. And McDonald's, it's this automated thing welcome to McDonald's. Are you using your app today? And then all of a sudden it's like, it's followed by an actual person who's asking you what your code number is.
So the minimum wage help
Yeah.
couldn't ask you if you're using the app.
Well, you can't understand them because that's why they use AI. It's like, hey, welcome to McDonald's. Do you have your app today? What's your code on your app? I'm like, I'm not using an app. I just want a coffee.
You know, AI is going to wind up making Whoppers. You do realize that, right?
Yeah,
it's going to be like robot-made Whoppers.
I was told years ago by my 9th grade math teacher that he told us this story about this McDonald's. This was back in the mid-'90s. There was a McDonald's out in California where it only has 2 employees to load the food because everything else was automated. It was one of the early, automated food things. And that was over 30 years ago. And he was sort of right, but not really, because you still need a crew of employees to cook all that stuff. It really is.
But robotics and AI are so further along, so much, so advanced at this point. You probably could make, a quarter pounder with cheese just by setting up the computer program and entering in the data properly.
Restaurant Brands International, the Miami-based company that owns Burger King, Popeyes, and other brands. I didn't know they owned Popeyes. I thought Popeyes was his own thing, but I guess not.
No, I think it's been bought out.
They said it's currently testing the OpenAI-powered headsets in 500 U.S. restaurants. The system collects data on restaurant operations and shares it via Patty, a voice that talks to employees through their headsets.
Patty. Like Burger Patty.
Yes. Yeah. If the drink machine is low on Diet Coke, Patty will tell the store's manager, "We're low on Diet Coke." I wonder if it has an annoying voice to it. "Hey, you didn't say thank you to that customer that came up to the window."
I wonder if AI will be able to fix like the shake machine.
Yeah.
So if you want that Shamrock Shake, it's going to be there because it's self-fixing, and AI did it.
Yeah, it could be.
Now, there's a good use for AI.
It should be. That's what they should use it for. If a customer uses a QR code to report a messy bathroom, the manager will be alerted. "Hey, your bathroom. Somebody got splatters on the rim. Again.
Somebody made a real mess of that place."
Employees can ask Patty how to make various menu items or tell Patty to remove items from digital menus if they've run out of ingredients. Burger King says it's also exploring using Patty as a way to improve customer service. The system can track when employees say words like welcome, please, and thank you, and share that with their manager. It's like a tattletale.
Yeah.
It's basically the employee. It's the kid that reminded the teacher you had homework.
It's the burger narc.
Yeah. When asked about the capability Thursday by the Associated Press, Burger King said that the intent is to use Patty as a coaching tool, not a tracker of individual employees.
No, they would never use it for that purpose.
It's not about scoring individuals or enforcing scripts. It's about reinforcing great hospitality and giving managers a helpful real-time insight so they can recognize their teams more effectively. Burger King added that the key words are one of many signals that help managers understand service patterns. "We believe hospitality is fundamentally human. The role of this technology is to support our team so they can stay present with our guests."
I've heard the argument that that service work will be like the last thing that gets completely absorbed by AI because people still like being served by human beings. But I'm not so sure if that's actually true. It seems to me that actually AI could do that same job. You just don't get the human interaction with it, which I would prefer human interaction. Like if I want to argue about the bill, I'd rather do it with someone who's got less intelligence than artificial intelligence.
But most people like arguing with the manager at a fast food restaurant.
It is kind of fun.
To argue with a manager at a fast food restaurant?
Well, if it's posted on like Instagram later on a reel, that's kind of fun.
Oh, like one of them Karen videos of the lady going ballistic because you didn't include her packet of mayonnaise that she asked for?
Exactly.
Yeah. People really do get upset over the stupidest things. Like little things like that. And that's why they have these meltdown videos in public of people going berserk.
Well, a lot of people don't understand. It's not, food preparation, even at the hamburger joint level, still a very complicated job.
Yeah.
Making a cheeseburger can be screwed up. You can mess that up pretty easily.
Well, there is some sort of a science to it.
There's a science, but you're still with when you're talking about human beings. It's possible. Maybe they've skipped the mustard. Maybe they skipped the special sauce or the lettuce, cheese, the pickles, or the onions.
Here's what we used to do in McDonald's back in the day, because I worked at McDonald's when I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
After a certain time at night, we would just cook a bunch of food and throw it in the microwave. And when somebody came and ordered it, we'd just throw it in another microwave and heat it up and give it to them. Because that's what you get at a fast food restaurant run by teenagers at the end of the shift. Now, do you think a Chat GPT would do something like that?
No, probably not.
Would you like me to suggest more ways that you can be customer-based, service-based?
I don't know. Listen, you got the mall angry at you because of the escalators.
Hey, listen, I told you the mall needs to take my advice and take those broken escalators, put a selfie sign out there, and say, hey, come take a selfie with the broken escalator. It would be a social media hit.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, and you get more people to go to the mall.
It's a brilliant idea, Steve.
Follow me for more tricks and tips. There you go.
It's 8:23 at Rock 102.
GG Inc.'s script.
8:33 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. It's time for news. It's brought to you by Naples Home Buyers. They buy homes as is and offer solutions to any problems. Naples Home Buyers. Here's local radio icon Steve Nagle.
Thanks, Bax. In a effort to bring you more local news, Mass Live is alerting you of a traffic alert on Route 1A in Revere. There's a tractor trailer that is blocking the lanes of all three lanes on the highway. So you might want to find an alternate route if you're stuck in traffic in Revere right now.
Now, let me just do a Google map search here, just so I don't make sure I'm not going to be too far behind. How far is Revere from here?
Closer than you think, according to Mass Live, because if it's live and local.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's a bit of a hike. It's a few miles. It's a few miles away.
But it's local, and that's why we're reporting on it.
Says here it's almost 90 miles away, depending on which way you go. Take the Pike, about 90.1 miles. Almost 2 hours, considering the sort of traffic you're facing.
Isn't there only one way to go?
Well, you could also take Route 20, which is tax on almost another extra half hour.
That's going to take a long time.
Another almost another 20 miles to the trip.
Although it's beautiful this time of year with the ice on the trees.
It is more scenic.
Yeah, very New England-y.
Yeah.
You drive through Sturbridge, you go through
Brimfield,
all those places.
Yeah.
The Hoop Hall Classic is officially staying in Springfield for the next few years. In the meantime, city councilors are aiming to squash any future discussions to relocate the event. A resolution was signed unanimously at Monday night's meeting, reaffirming the city's commitment to the Basketball Hall of Fame and its events. With all that arguing going on, they actually got something passed.
That's unusual.
Councilors addressed the crucial role in both the Hoop Hall Classic and the Hall of Fame serve for the city, especially financially. The resolution calls for the mayor to strengthen the relationship with Hall of Fame leaders by establishing better communication and collaboration. Aside from Hoop Hall-related events, the council wants to see the wheels in motion. The wheels are in motion.
The wheels are in motion. So the idea is to build like a facility.
Yeah.
That you can run basketball tournaments all year long.
Right, yeah.
And this is an idea that's been floated around for a while, but the fact that the Hall of Fame would have secret discussions in spite of all this, is a little disturbing. And even if there's an attempt for more coordination and communication, you may not get that back from the Hall of Fame, especially since they have so much mud on their face.
That's right. Springfield City Council at Large Justin Arthur Treacher Hurst spoke at a meeting regarding the situation, saying, and in addition to that, we can build a sports complex, which I know the mayor has mentioned that he was looking to do at least for the last 10 years, and it sounds to me like we need to expedite that. The councilors elaborated the $10 on a fish sandwich. That ain't going to happen. The counselors elaborated on the social and economic benefits a new sports complex would bring to the greater Springfield area, including the Hall of Fame. As the resolution awaits review from Sarno, the council urges him to turn discussions about the complex into a concrete course of action. Or you could find the facilities in the area and use those as a promotion for those existing facilities in there.
They are
more people to those places.
Those facilities already exist. If they want to find someone who can build a new playing facility, great. Mm-hmm. I think that's not a bad thing because it would eventually pay for itself. With all the tournaments you're running throughout the year. But, come on. This needs to stay in town. And if this happens, then I think the Hall of Fame needs to consider not talking about moving it to Boston.
That's the truth.
Damn right.
Pothole season is hitting drivers in the wallet while the DPW crews across the area work to patch them up. Some of you may already be dealing with costly damages to your vehicles. So Western Mass News wanted to know who's exactly responsible for paying for those repairs. Is it just you, or could a municipality pay, or the Commonwealth pay for them? Good luck with all that.
Yeah.
Western Mass News spoke with drivers in Springfield who said they've paid a good chunk of change this season when it comes to damage to their cars because of these craters. One resident of West Springfield has had a rough few weeks saying, "We lost 2 tires! A shock blew out!" Not one, but 2 of her cars had to deal with potholes, both on highways and back roads. She says the repairs have already cost her several $100s. With the economy the way it is nowadays, too, it's hard to get groceries, never mind repairing a tire or a shock or whatever. It's ridiculous.
I think this follow-up story kind of comes from that report they did the other day where there's apparently these big, gigantic potholes at the Springfield Plaza. Mm-hmm. And the problem with that is, they talked to Chris Signoli from the DPW to say, well, who's responsible for this? And Chris said what is absolutely true. The Springfield Plaza is private property. The DPW would not be responsible for filling, those. But right. if you're talking about Parker Street or Tinkham Road or Page Boulevard, well then now the city is responsible for that. But not for parking lots and and cut streets like you'd see at the plaza.
Yeah, I don't think they take the bills and pay them though. I knew somebody. I dated a girl years ago, like probably 25 years ago, who tried to submit a claim to the city of Westfield because the pothole was ridiculously large, and it basically ruined the rim of the tire too.
Oh boy.
And that was a big fat no from the city of Westfield.
Really?
Like, no, we're not paying your bill.
So that's why you were driving in your rims in Westfield.
Well, the funny thing is the speed limit on that particular road that it happened on was 35 miles an hour. And I'm like, is that a dare? Or
it sounds like a challenge.
Yeah.
Now, was there any signage or,
No, there wasn't.
Cones to say, hey, avoid this?
It was probably early spring, usually when all the potholes are happening out there. But the thing had been there for a while, and multiple people had gotten, it wasn't just one person, it was multiple people who had damaged their vehicles because of this pothole. And, again, I understand that these things can't always be patched right away.
Right.
They can't, there's different...
You're also talking about Westfield, too, a city that rarely ever sees any road construction whatsoever.
They've gotten a lot better. They really have gotten a lot better. Once they redid all that whole downtown area, they've gotten a lot better with a lot of the roads.
I think they had to.
Yeah, well, there was no escaping it. But my thing is, like, okay, fine, you have all these potholes. How much does it cost to just put a cone in it to let people know, especially when you're driving at night and you can't see these things so clearly? At least if you had a traffic cone in there, it would denote that there's something here that we haven't been able to fix yet. I get it that there is a process, and sometimes you can't always use filler. You can't always do that because of the drainage.
Yeah, but
there's so many factors that go into it.
But a cone that alerts everybody that, hey, there's something going on the road.
Yeah,
that's a pretty quick and easy fix.
You know how many landscapers are not working right now because it's not the landscaping season?
They could probably donate their cones.
Yeah. And that would be a good marketing thing. This cone donated by the grass man.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
The Kiss My Grass Man.
I like that idea,
That's
too.
That's a good name for a business. Kiss My Grass.
Kiss My Grass.
Does anybody have that as a landscaping company?
Locally, I can't think of anybody who's gone after that one.
Well, they have the ladies landscaping that'll trim your bush.
Yeah.
I've seen that. I don't know if that's what they say. I've seen the ladies landscaping sign, but that would be a good marketing thing too.
Yeah.
Let us trim your bush.
That's good too. Yeah. Yeah.
Bush is plural. Right?
Yeah, there's so many different ways you could market grass cutting.
Yeah. I wonder if the owner's Brazilian. Very waxy.
I don't know.
With this being the area's snowiest and coldest winter in several years, City Tire store manager Mike Lapete says his shop has already seen more damage from these craters compared to last year.
We've seen a bunch of ball joints being destroyed, a couple of struts here and there, some sway bar links, a lot of front suspension parts being damaged due to the potholes around here.
How did Eeyore get into management?
Well, it is kind of, what's the name of the Winnie the Pooh land? What's the
100-acre wood.
100-acre wood.
Well, it is like the 100-acre wood out here. Lots of dangers.
From December, Lapete says the repairs
can run from hundreds to thousands of dollars, depending on the severity of the damage. Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
From December of 2024 to May, City Tire has had between 175 and 200 people come in for repairs because of potholes. Compare that to the same time frame this season, that's a 50% increase. The question is who pays for these repairs? They went to City Solicitor Steve Bonaconti, who says towns and cities can be found liable if a pothole in question is not repaired within 24 to 48 hours. He said, if you don't do it in a reasonable period of time, then the people can pursue a claim against the municipality, and that's just had the same in the Springfield.
You know, I've spoken to Steve Bonaconti. He doesn't sound like that at all.
I've never spoken to him in person.
He absolutely not quite.
I just assumed with the Italian last name he would sound like the cartoon painter from the Warner Brothers cartoons.
Yeah. Well, you know, one should never assume, Steve, because it makes an ass out of you and me.
Yeah. Who did it? You got it a bottle? I got it a bottle. Come on.
I don't recall him sounding like that.
Well, he should sound like that.
But he doesn't. And,
then maybe he needs to change his appearance and his presentation because that would make people pay attention more.
They already kind of pay attention to what he does anyway.
They're actually really paying attention to
they
what
kind of do.
You know, you got to make yourself stand out when you're in this politics business. Hey, oh! We'll put in a pothole right here in the middle of Sumner Avenue. Ah! Get some gabagool. Let's fill the hole. Hey!
And do it within 24 hours.
Let's do it. Make sure that nobody gets another bill from the municipality, the City Tire, over the Mike Lapete man, who talks like a sloth for some reason. Your Pioneer Valley forecast today is going to be eventually sunny with a high of 49. It is 36 right now in downtown Springfield.
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 8:53 in Tom Petty with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It's going to be eventually sunny. Sun's starting to break out right now. High of 49 for the day. It's 36 right now in downtown Springfield.
Rock 102 and the Springfield Thunderbirds want to hook you up. Slap shots and shish kebabs. They're giving away a $100 gift certificate to Nadim's Downtown Mediterranean Grill. Plus, you get a pair of tickets to see the Thunderbirds take on Providence at the Mass Mutual Center on March 25th. To enter, you go to rock102.com before the end of the day on March 15th. One lucky winner chosen at random. It's your shot at slap shots and shish kebabs from the Springfield Thunderbirds and Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock.
Have you ever been super drunk?
Yes. Oh, yes.
I'm reading this story out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. A formal complaint has been filed against a federal judge from Michigan who faces criminal charges from a drunk driving incident last fall. Thomas Luddington, a federal judge in Bay City, was arrested for being, quote, super drunk near his vacation home in Emmett County on October 3rd. The arrest didn't come to light until a report from the Detroit News back in January. On Tuesday, a complaint was filed with the 6th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals by Gabe Roth with Fix the Court, a nonprofit advocating for more accountability with federal court system. Roth's complaint raises question on how Luddington's arrest stayed out of the public eye for so long and only took a leave of absence once it came to light. The U.S. District Court for Eastern District of Michigan announced Monday that Luddington volunteered to take a leave of absence pending the resolution of the legal matter. And they go on to say, they're trying to hold these judges accountable, and, how many times have we seen that with people, like, things get swept under the rug, and then, now the guys get caught. But the arrest, the 17-year-old judge allegedly struck 2 traffic signs and crashed on a rural curved road near his vacation home. He was charged with operating while intoxicated and operating with a blood alcohol of 0.17 or more. Michigan law says any driver with a BAC of above 0.8 is considered inebriated. Anyone at above 0.17 is super drunk.
Is there a level for super duper drunk?
Do you get a cape with that? Which constitutes a separate range of penalties. Luddington reportedly registered a 0.27.
Ooh,
damn!
That's
pretty drunk.
That's really. I mean, that's what is it? A 0.27?
Yeah, but I mean, if he's a heavy drinker, 0.27. I mean, clearly it was enough to allegedly have him run over some road signs.
Right.
Yikes.
Now, isn't the federal judge appointed based on their keen level of judgment?
Yeah, there was no judgment being used here.
Yeah.
Well, he left the gavel at home. In his defense, he didn't have the right mindset.
Yeah,
you leave that gavel at home, you're done. Video from Michigan State Police last week showed Luddington at the crash site and his subsequent arrest. He was sitting in the car even after officers arrived and told one trooper he wasn't sure why the airbags are deployed. I don't know how the car got like this. Oh, look, it's like 2 pillows. It just popped out of my dashboard.
That's okay. I was ready for a nap anyway.
After getting out of the car, he appeared to have a hard time understanding or following police instructions. When asked how much he had to drink for the night, he hesitated for a second before he said, nothing tonight.
Oh, really?
Well,
really?
Yeah.
Usually, if you're 24 hours after drinking, you're still blowing a 2.7 or whatever it is. Well, pretty good chance you probably you might have a drinking problem.
Yeah. The trooper then tried to administer 3 sobriety tests that Luddington failed. When he was asked to pick a number between 19 and 21, he answered 15. Give me a number between 19 and 21. 15.
47.
The trooper showed him the damage to the right side of the vehicle and told Luddington that someone had called dispatch reporting him seeing him strike 2 signs about a mile before the crash. Luddington told the trooper that he had no memory of that. It also took the trooper multiple attempts to get a reading on the preliminary breath test because Luddington couldn't understand the instructions.
Oh, my God.
What do you mean, blow into this? At that point, he was placed under arrest. You are very clearly intoxicated. I got the odor of alcohol coming from you, even though you say you haven't had anything to drink today. You were involved in a motor vehicle accident, and you're unable to follow the simple instructions I'm offering you here, the trooper said. Federal judges are given lifetime appointments. Luddington was appointed in 2006 by President George W. Bush. He handles civil and criminal cases at the federal court in Bay City. I mean, he's not going to lose his job.
No, because it's a lifetime appointment, and it's not like as a federal judge, you're going to be trying drunk driving cases.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's got to be judging that.
He's facing up to 180 days in jail for the super drunk charge, but it's a first-time offense. It's gonna be, probation and a fine.
Right.
Well, there you go.
Wow.
I mean,
that's a lot. That's a lot to drink.
I'd like to bring this guy though. If you no situational awareness. I have no idea why these airbags went off. Could it be the yield sign and maybe he hit one of those signs that had the leaning tree on it over a picnic table? You ever see those? I don't understand why that is. I know we don't have enough time, but I don't understand why that is denotes a picnic area with a leaning tree over the picnic table. Why can't you just have the tree standing straight up?
I don't know. Maybe otherwise it's something else.
Maybe.
It's just like a rest stop or something.
Well, there you go.
It's 8:59 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.